Today, I would like to tell you guys something about this head and shoulder pattern. I'm about to read to you guys. Most traders don't talk about this. I'm gonna tell you guys just between me and you guys. This head and shoulder pattern is mostly seen whenever price is about to change in direction. Welcome back guys to my channel. It's one of my channel right here. I'm a forex trader with about 3 years of experience in the market. Today I'll be telling you guys about chart patterns. What are chart patterns? Chart pattern is simply the visual representation of price movement, whether in the upward direction and in downward direction. And we also use the chart pattern to identify our entries in the market, where they want to buy or where they want to sell. We use chart patterns to identify these biases in the market. I'll be telling you guys about just 3 key chart patterns. These chart patterns are what I use and they have been working for me very well. Now, chart patterns are mostly used by who? Price action traders, traders that trade based on price action, market structure, trend, and also candlesticks pattern. In addition to this candlestick pattern, they also add what the chart patterns to this. So I'll be telling you guys the 3 key chart patterns you have to know as a trader and also as beginners. So if you know this is your first time of watching my video, your first time you're seeing me in this YouTube space, subscribe to my channel because I'm here for forex traders, most especially beginners who wants to venture into this skill in 2025. Subscribe and like this video and also share to your friends that want to learn about these chart patterns. I'll be diving into the screen showing you guys how the graphic representation of the chart pattern and also telling you guys how to trade the chart pattern in the real market situation, not just showing you people drawing things. I'll tell you guys and also show you guys different varieties of the chart pattern, the way they can display in different forms, and also tell you guys how to trade them. So if you know you want to learn this, get your pen and paper, sit back and also jot, write 1 or 2 things because it is very educative content for you guys. Let's go. So guys, before we talk about the chart patterns, display different types of chart patterns, we have to understand what trend is all about because these chart patterns display themselves in the trends. And we have 2 types of trend. We have the uptrend and the downtrend. As you can see, the uptrend is what the upward movement of the market, while the downtrend is what the downward movement of the market. Now you see that this uptrend market keeps on forming after this lowest point. It keeps on forming what? Higher high and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, and so on and so forth, and keeps on going until it changes to the downside, which after this highest point price got to, it started forming what? Lower lows, lower high, 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 to the lowest point of the market before it turns up again. Now you have to understand that price can never move in one direction, like for example, just in a straight line, just like this. It doesn't move like that. Price moves, it corrects. Sorry, it moves, it corrects, it moves, it corrects, it moves, it corrects, it moves, correction, and so on and so forth. This is how price moves. So don't feel like uptrend it should be one way or straight line. That's why this correction is mostly, for example, price is going on uptrend. This correction is for those that have not entered here to enter. Let me say a price goes up, it correct. Those that didn't catch this trend here should catch it here. The same thing as the trend line as the downtrend. Those that didn't catch this trend here should catch it here. Those that didn't catch it here should catch it. Alright guys, okay, this is the graphical representation of this uptrend. Now this is uptrend, this is the downtrend. See, as I showed in this is what it looks in the chart. I showed in the graphical example, lower low, this is lowest point, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then from this now lower low, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high to the downside, right? So this is what we call an uptrend. Uptrend. This is uptrend. This is what we call a downtrend. This is what we call a downtrend. This is an uptrend. This is going up. Should I use the arrow? Let me use the arrow. Much more understandable. Going up, uptrend. The blue represents uptrend, which is the red represents downtrend. See, This is uptrend, this is a downtrend. This is just how it looks like in the chart. Now let's talk about the chart pattern. This is what number one on the list. Let's make it call this number one on the list, right? So this is what the double top. This is one of the chart patterns. And why I do this in different scenarios is like if you go to baby pays, I think baby pays will give you something more like this. Something more like this. First touch, second touch, making this a resistance zone, then this breaking this, then making this this was a support, right? Break the support, then making this a resistance zone, and then you can now sell from here. This is your entries. But now with time you will notice that in the real market, you'll notice that it doesn't always turn out this way. Most of the time you might see something like this, price forming this double top. You might see something like this. First one touch, second one might not even get up to that zone, but it's still recognized as a double top, right? And then breaks through and then retest, boom, you can now sell. Remember, I should tell you guys this that in double top, you are what? You are selling. You are selling in double top. In double top, you are selling. Now, in another scenario, these have the same height, the same zone, the same zone, for instance, here the same zone, but then as it got to this neckline, there was a little bit of consolidation, then finally broke through, retest that neckline again, and then you can now sell. Here, this first touch was shorter, the second touch was longer, and then price broke through the neckline. Instead of retesting as this one's retested, it went above the neckline, came back and break it again, then coming to touch the neckline again, and then start to sell. Now this is see, price doesn't have one pattern. Doesn't have one pattern. That's one thing you should understand in this market, that there's different scenarios of one thing, but then there's different approach to it. Now let's go to the chart, the real chart, and see how we can make money with these different patterns and this double top pattern and make crazy profit from it. Now, before I get there, I should let you guys know that whenever you're trading, you should make sure that you are profit at least you're making at least 2%, at least how do you call it again? 1:2 reward of whatever you are risking. I was trying to call it 100%, but yeah, so 1:2. If you are, for example, if you are risking $100, if you are risking 100, you should be making at least 200, at least 200, at least 200. We use in the trading, we use this. For example, we want the short, we use this to short. For example, you're taking a trade here. I'll show you guys in the graphical in the real chart, but just before we get there, let me just show you guys something. Maybe we are risking 13 pips. At least you should be making 2%. 1:2 reward. 1:2 is to reward. You're risking 13 pips to what? To make at least 30. This is 14 actually, 13.7, almost 14, probably 14 back. 13, 1:2 is to we're risking $100, you make 200, risking $10, you make 20, $100, $1,000, you're making $2,000. Alright, now let's get to the chart. Now, I'll use this guy as a very simple scenario, right? As I showed in the graph, this is a real chart. This is what your chart looks like. This is your GBP USD. Right? If you don't know what GBP USD, I talked about pairs in my previous video, currency pairs in my previous video. Go to my channel, click on videos, you'll see the video I'm talking about. GBP USD, British pounds, United States dollar. First came up from a downtrend, came here, This is actually the second touch, right? Broke through this neck. We test the neck and then voila, down, down, keep going down, keep going down. This is the next zone. This is this. See, this is the next zone. And now all the blue, you get confused. Why is there green lines on my chart? These green lines, I call them psychological levels. They work pretty well. If you see that, if you look carefully, you see that all my support and resistance zone, demand and supply zone, and being marked well without even me stressing myself and looking, checking. They automatically help me to identify my demand and supply zones in the market. Now you see, look carefully, you see this price broke through this neck. This is the neck. As it broke through this neck, it tested on my psychological level, which is the neck again, testing the neck zones again, and then we are shorting. We short from here, risking above here. This is our like, so risk like 26, $28 so. And I will risk up to that. Let's say 21. Yeah, 21 work, $21, right? To make about 42. Although price went way above that, but we could just make like $42, 48. Yeah, another psychological level. We could just make this one clean and go our way. But you see, if you watch carefully, you see that this moved in a very good direction, went way down. Just with this chart pattern. Just to tell you guys that with these simple chart patterns, you can obviously make good money in the market. Right? These chart patterns are very good. They display themselves every single time in the market. Every single time in the market. Let me show you guys another scenario of this chart. So this is another scenario of what we are saying. Double top coming down from your uptrend, right? Yes. See, this is what I was saying about price ranging a little bit at your next zone. It ranged, then when came up here, went down, right? Then we tested this neck region again, and then went way down. See, this forex thing is very simple if you just understand simple basics. These are very simple, very easy to identify in the market. Look carefully. You see, this might look a little bit rough, but like this is ADUSD, right? One of my favorite pairs. Very simple to trade if you understand how it goes, right? You see, double top. This is your top. This is your neck lesion. This neck lesion. Let me use a box for that. See, this is your neck lesion. See what happened during this around this zone in the neck region and of consolidation, as I showed you guys in the graphical representation of this double top neck region, a little bit of consolidation, then an upward push, then came down, retested the neck region, and then went way down to the downside of the market. So in confluence with these chart patterns, now we also have another things to add to it in order to get a good trade. For example, psychological level, or you can call them your zones or your support and resistance zone. See that it is very important whenever there is a retracement. You see that this my psychological level automatically help me know that okay, this is a good zone. A lot of rejections, around this zone. So I'm just waiting for an opportunity with my candlestick giving me a good opportunity. For example, this is a candlestick. Let's see how we could take this trade. Shorts, remember, on the double top we are shorting. Let's clean this. Short, price closed. This candle is a healthy bearish candle. 10 pips. What are we looking for? Just 20 pips. 20 pips. We're out. 1 is to 2. 1 is to 2. Crazy money. Price went way down. But we are just, being conservative, know what we are risking. You can even reach more than that here if you want to, if you feel like, to this psychological level. Well, if that's me, I would have just maybe taken this trade here to my psychological level here. Once I get here, I'm out. 1 is to 4 is to reward. Risking $10 to make 40, 100 to make 400, 1,000 to make 4,000, 100,000 to make 400,000. Easily, easily, easily in this market. So these patterns display themselves every day just for you. The most important thing is you identifying them and taking good advantage of them to make your money in the market. Now, next one. So next on the list is what the double bottom, or we call it the what W pattern. The formation looks like what the W pattern. Now this is the graphical representation of this double bottom or W pattern. Having price coming from what, a downtrend, then forming the first support, second support, break through the neckline, and then entry. Coming back to retest the neckline, we call it, that should be our entry. Then this is second scenario of that. First bottom, second touch, broke through, slightly came above the neckline, broke through again, we test, and then that's why we have our entry. And then this is a scenario where it consolidates a little bit, broke through, then retest, and then we are buying. Unlike on the double top, we are selling. On the double bottom, we are doing what, we are buying. For those that don't understand what we are going to do, then I'm going to show you a scenario of this on a live chat. So this is a very good scenario of what the double bottom. Currently on this trade on GBP USD, I made a video about it. This trade on GBP USD, I'm buying GBP USD to this zone. This is about 1 is to what, 4 is to reward. Currently going well. So this is an example of the double bottom here. This was early Monday. This was Monday early morning. I predicted a buy for this here. After this double bottom being formed here, then a little bit of an engulfing candle as a confirmation, and then I bought this up to this zone, right? So this is very, very simple. After the formation of this, let's draw it as price coming downtrend, comes back, retest, broke through, retest that neckline, and then we buy. Now, I took this trade. For those who want to be aggressive, they'll buy from here. Or if you want to be conservative, wait for your formation to form fully. For the chart pattern to form fully, then before you take your trade, still good. This is it. We'll risk about $9 to $10. Let's say $10 to make 20, easy peasy, which is 20 pips. Let's say 10 pips to make 20 pips, 1 is to 2, easily made, easy peasy. This trade is currently going well, easily made, right? So this is just a brief explanation of what double bottom looks like. This is just market that just came out, went through yesterday. I'm making this video on Tuesday. This was on Monday. I called this trade live. I'll be showing you guys a brief analysis of how I caught the trade and why I took the trade. Right, I was pretty aggressive. I entered around this zone, and make good money from it. So if you want to make money like this, you want to learn how to make money like this is the right channel for you. I'm teaching everything here for free. Subscribe to the channel. Let's grow this community to maybe 1 million subscribers, but for now let's get to 1,000, and then from there we can know how far we can get. Okay, next in the list is what the head and shoulder pattern. Before I continue, I would like to tell you guys something about this head and shoulder pattern. I'm about to read to you guys. Most traders don't talk about this. I'm gonna tell you guys just between me and you guys. This head and shoulder pattern is mostly seen whenever price is about to change the direction. For example, price have been in a downtrend. Whenever it's about to change that direction to an upper trend, this pattern is being reviewed to you, bro. guy. Take it. I'll hold it for a long time. That's why I like swing trading with this pattern, because the risks and the reward is way much more higher than the risk you are taking. Because most times with this kind of chart pattern, you can be able to get about 500 pips, 600 pips, 1000 pips, even 2000 pips with this head and shoulder pattern. So guys, get to the chart and see how this pattern plays out. Now, first of all, we start with the graphical representation of this pattern, which is showing right here. Now, this is the head price. This is for the normal head and shoulder of the push model pattern. This is the inverse of it. Price from a what, an uptrend, gets to this support zone, gets to the resistance zone, gets to this support zone, bounce up and break through this resistance zone, right? Get back to the support zone, retest the resistance, breaks this support zone, right? And then making it a resistance. This is where we take our trade, this is where we take our entry, and then start to sell. For the inverse, price was what, on a downtrend, gets to this support zone, forms a resistance, right? Breaks through the support zone, forms another resistance, you know, another support, breaks through resistance, form a support, and then boom, start to go to the upside. We are buying here, we are selling here. Remember, this is our entry at the neckline. The next zone is our entry. Now I will show you guys what this looks like and how to take the trade of this in your chart. Now this is what USD This is USD. This USD is one of my best pairs. I love the pair because it may be of this year, right? This downtrend to the downside, I actually caught it when it started from this was formation of what this head and shoulder. Now I'm telling you guys, this head and shoulder pattern is very important. You know how to use them and when to identify them. You see, price was coming from what? An uptrend, got here, formed this what? This support zone, broke through the resistance, came again, you know, as I described, broke the neckline, retested the neckline, and then to the downside, right? Let me to the downside, right? Now I want you guys to understand something. If you notice something this, you see that before this price went about 600 pips, it actually gave us about how many pips here? About 100 and let's say 150 pips, 150 pips from this next zone that price took off from, right? See, this is the next zone the price took off from. As price got here, you notice that price came up again and broke through this next zone, came back and then retest the next zone again, and then went all the way down, over 615 pips. So you understand that this your next zone is very important. As I explained when I was explaining the header, the double top and double bottom, there are very different scenarios where price will do something like this, right? Breakthrough here, like come back again and then retest this next zone and then start to go up. It's exactly the same thing happening here. Price coming here, breaking through, right? Coming up here again, retesting this neck region now, and then going down to the lower side. Now, these patterns repeat themselves every day, every time in the market. The most important thing for you is you learning how to identify these patterns. You learning how to know this is head and shoulder, this is double top, this is double bottom. These three patterns are my favorite. There are other patterns like the triple bottom. The triple bottom works the same way as the double bottom and the double top, the triple top and the triple bottom, and so on and so forth. But these three are the most essential for me. So if you like this video, you covered on the comment section, you want me to talk about other sectors or other factors in the forex industry and you want me to talk about or make a video about, you're free to comment on the comment section and I'll get back to you. In my next video, I'll be talking about technical analysis and also chart candlestick pattern in my next video. So stick to me. You want to get information about these chart patterns, candlestick patterns, how to trade. This is the right channel for you. So guys, these chart patterns repeat themselves almost every day in the market. The most important thing for you is for you to be able to identify this pattern whenever they show themselves to you and use it judiciously. Use it at the right time, make your profit at the right time, and also put your stop loss at the right place. So in my next video, I will also be talking about candlestick patterns. But before that, if you know you have any question about this, be free to comment. I'll be available to you guys. I'll respond to your messages and explain as much as possible maybe in my next video. If you have any question, be free to ask your question. I'm always free to answer your questions in the comment section. Now, if you like this content, you like videos like this, you want to go to the community, subscribe, like, and also share the videos to your friends for them to also learn like you're learning. Thank you.